Yeah. Hello, everyone. Welcome to It's a Long Story. a place where we roll dice, we tell stories, and we create magic. We are here with our lovely crew of the Arcanum that is sometimes unearthed. The Unearthed Arcanum. Everybody take a look at your camera, wave, and say hi.
Hi. Hi.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, you.
Specifically. You.
Not you.
Not you.
No, get out of the way.
Only you over there on the left.
Oh,
With the
that was
shirt.
who I was pointing at. That not. Like, all right. Yeah.
I always say the contrary, Joe.
Always.
This is how I go.
That's me. Hello, everybody. Welcome. For those that are wondering what the heck this is, hi. We're a D&D live stream that runs every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, having 4 parties. For now, this is the last time I'm going to say that for UA. Last time. Existing, fighting for their lives on a mental, on a emotional, on a philosophical, on an ecumenical level. In the same homebrew world, the wonderful, beautiful world of Alastaire. So if this is your first time joining us, what's up?
What's up?
Howdy, I'm Joe. Welcome. I never really introduced myself, but I just kind of assume like people see that and they're like, yeah, that's introductions, right? Yeah, that's enough.
That's Joe.
And then there's me. I just burped. Sorry. And then there's me. That was a good time for that.
It did not mute that.
Thank you for your honesty. Super excited for tonight. I have really just a very simple and very exciting announcement. As I kind of hinted at about 20 seconds ago, we are finally launching the Brasslight campaign. I say finally, honestly, it went about as fast as I assumed it would. First Thursday in October is solid for the ADHD last minute brain of me, and the amazing awesome people that are around me in that new campaign, including this one right here. She's in that one. So for those that have not heard over the past couple of weeks, we are expanding the family. Get out of here. Expanding the family of Alastaire to include a new country, continent, really. What is land?
Baby,
the land.
Me. I'm sorry.
The
I'm
land
sorry.
of-
I apologize.
Joe,
I'll
I
leave.
think you need to redo that. We're expanding the family line. I need more De Niro from you. Like,
We're nope.
I just need more.
Nope. I almost did a first try impression. Nope, not here. Not on the record button.
Almost got him.
So close.
Yeah, so Abervar exists. It is we are calling it the Brasslight campaign, based on the train that extends from the north of Abervar all the way to the south, because it's a steampunk campaign, hence the train. So we got trains, we got guns, we got constructs, we got warforged that are called now the Brassborn. We got 2024 all the 2024 player handbooks things, so new 2024 subclasses, backgrounds, the whole shebang. Super excited to be launching it, and we got 6 players, which is the big and awesome and most important part. So if you are if you're wanting to, if you got nothing to do on Thursday, or if you got something to do, cancel it. Just cancel it. Cancel your life. You got work,
Funeral,
quit.
cancel it. Wedding, cancel it.
Like, I just,
Or quit. I like that. Yeah.
You got work at 8
Quit your
p.m.
job.
Eastern Standard Time. Quit that job.
This is free. You don't even need money for this.
Yeah.
yeah.
Exactly.
I'll pay for your first hour. No, I won't.
No, you
Nope.
won't.
No, I won't.
Don't make that promise.
Because it'll be a therapist, and they're like $100 an hour, and I can't do that.
100. Why? Oof.
Yeah, that's a good point. You're right. All right. Anyways,
180.
tangents. Abravar, super excited. It is a steampunk campaign. It's designed to be a little bit more a forward push into the future of the high fantasy to gritty fantasy sort of realm. We have been, if you were joining us for the first time on that, we have been adding people in or adding questions in from other campaigns to be able to kind of talk about it and learn a little bit more about the country. So far, we've learned there are no Tritons. Their bathrooms are mostly inside, because that was a question.
It's not bad.
Great question. A lot of people don't think about it.
It maybe speaks to some of the other cultural aspects and plumbing and who knows.
Yeah, absolutely. We're probably going to start the first session in just talking about outhouse stuff. So I'm glad that came up.
Great.
What else we found?
We found out about the 13 moons.
There is one moon, Uno moon.
There's
How many suns?
at least 37 train cars.
There's 37 train cars, which sucks because I printed 125 of them earlier today.
You messed up. That's on you.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with the rest of them.
At least 37. 25 is
At least,
125 is at least 37.
37 working train cars. But we have
Well, you have all the poppies so that when we set them on fire or rip them apart, you can just rip apart your minis and make it look like that.
Yes.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yep. Because I can rip apart resin prints with my bare hands.
That's because they usually just like
strong.
break.
Evan,
you have to really.
I am that strong. It's rip.
Oh my goodness.
When we met, we didn't do any feats of strength. Okay, what is happening?
All right, well, that's the next meeting. All right, already.
That's what's coming up. We can do them then.
We're doing Iron Man contests. That's happening.
100%. Yeah. So, all right. So, Abravar, it's coming. It's coming next week. So October 3rd. It's going to start at 8 p.m. So it's going to be a little bit earlier than our 8:30 normal time. Yeah, check it out. I'm super, honestly, all jokes aside, I'm very excited. As I said to everybody yesterday, we did our final kind of session 0 of it. I've never felt more prepared with the players, which means that I'm like 30% prepared rather than like the 10% right now. So
Nice.
super excited.
300% better.
Yeah, it's a considerable improvement.
The statistical significance.
Yeah. So please check it out. We'll have more info on that later. But in the meantime, we need to have our last question. 3, 2, 1, go.
Has
How many
Ignite made
suns
its
are
way over
there?
to Imea?
Oh, he got it.
Oh, Clinton got it.
Has Ignite made its way to Imea?
No.
In any sense? Not even in somebody's pocket?
Nope. So in the concept of where it comes from and how volatile of a substance it is until it is refined, which is at that point pretty much in a space of like it is absolutely being used for whatever it's being used for. If you think Dominium's volatile, this stuff's just more explosive, honestly.
What if you combine it?
If you combine it, it's they actually cancel each other out. It's totally fine.
Fair enough.
Yeah, they're like it's like acid and
Bases.
Thank you, and the opposite of acid. All right, let's go.
Anti-acid.
Sobriety?
Why don't any spells in D&D do base damage? If we need the opposite of acid.
That's right. It's true. That's true.
They all have base damage.
That's your philosophical question of the day.
That is a question for sure. That is our good sort of transition into. Oh no! Before we do that, last thing, if you're interested in supporting the channel, I swear we're usually a little bit like tight. No, we're not. No, it's this. It's 100% this, and why would it be anything else? But if you want to support what this is, you could do so by liking and subscribing where you're watching this, whether that is on YouTube or Twitch. You can also check out our Instagram and TikTok, where we have the lovely Kay, who has been who is in New Moon. Wasn't there last week. Pity, because a lot happened this past week with New Moon. But yeah, they are amazing. And so you can check out the link right down there below, Instagram and TikTok at It's a Long Story _TTRPG. Some clips of our favorite moments, some terrain stuff, things like that. And if you want to like and follow there, we won't mind. We'll do the opposite of mine. We'll like it. So
I totally
yeah.
heard we'll lick it, and I was like, that's the opposite of
We'll
mine.
lick it.
Okay. I learn something new every day.
Yep.
Fantastic.
You know, people
That
say
is-
mind over matter. That's where that comes from.
That's where we are.
Makes so much sense. Thank you.
That's us. And now that's you. Welcome to the family. All right. We are, I believe, ready to go. I totally forgot to ask. Who's doing the recap today?
Daniel.
Daniel.
Mhm.
Beautiful. Awesome. Cool. So before we jump into tonight, we do need to get a recap of where we left off. Dan, please take it away.
So we left off with the group walking, and we basically opened up the discussion what Zara knows about the Hag EX, and kind of talking about how slim our chances are. We also talked briefly about, well, should we try to save the Hexbloods, or should we kind of prioritize just taking down the Hag and maybe having some collateral damage? We also kind of talk about the fact that a lot of the different Fae, like in terms of trying to trap her into rules and whatnot, that they might have their own rules, and those are the rules that they really follow, not so much a universal rule. In our kind of talking about it, Al reminds us all to kind of be serious and kind of take this seriously. And again, a little bit of pep talk comments kind of come from Al and Yori, as there's some, like, we're not really feeling the highest about our chances. At a certain point, someone had, I think it was Kara, someone had asked Zara basically something about what the hag might have taken from her. So at some point, she doesn't really answer at that point, but she does ask to speak with Alastaire, and she's the one who tells him that her infant, because I think he was like 2 months old, so I'd still say it's an infant son, was kidnapped by the hag. And at this point, she thinks that he's either already dead or turned into a Hexblood, which is essentially as good as dead for her. So she's kind of already accepted the fact that's a lost cause in a way, or at least is trying to get herself there. Al also kind of reiterates to her that, hey, you're royal too, and you can make the changes you want to make, regardless of how patriarchal her society is. I think she might be starting to seriously consider that at this point. Zara also asked that Al keep it secret from the others that her son was kidnapped by the hag, but Al basically says he will respect her wishes. However, that would be a terrible idea, and he also says some very nice things about the rest of the party before they rejoin the group. Gwen and Kara take notice that they were gone for a little bit, but they pretty quickly surmise it was nothing romantic. It was more so some kind of secret, and Zara does end up actually telling the rest of the party what she just told Al, and there's some back and forth there. Let me see here. Right. Then we kind of talk about what our different fears are. For Kara, her fear is Hothier. For Io, it's the thought of Eris being used, especially as a tool against him, or to kind of, just basically something bad happening to Eris in general. Prim, going through hell again, like her time back at the pits. Al's biggest fear was being irrelevant. Gwen's biggest fear was becoming the worst aspects of her mom, kind of that putting herself first before all else kind of thing, despite the kind of connection she's built along the way. And Yori waking up getting buried in Unearthed, which is a callback to his original experiences in the Feywilds. We kind of talk about using the buttons to ground ourselves and remind ourselves that's the thing that is real. We also mention our Emure and the whole thing with deals about him and what that might kind of have entailing going into the Unseelie Court. And in this whole conversation, correct me if I'm wrong with this pronunciation, Ralia Samira?
Ralia
Samira.
It's a weird one.
Yes, is a dryad that's being hunted by a Muir. Kara was basically tasked in one of her initial deals with trying to find this dryad along with Slagtan and Pest, and that she's not delivered on either of these deals, so there's a little bit of a concern there. At this point, we reach the Archvines, where we all try to avoid nicking them as we go in, but the vast majority of us fail and get scratched in them in some way. So Kara, Zara, and Io are the first to kind of start hearing voices. Tak, knowing this, also known as Yuri, noticing that we're calling out to people who aren't there and hearing voices that aren't there, tells a story to kind of give us some bardic inspiration as we're hallucinating. In particular, Io keeps hallucinating Eris, and that kind of keeps coming up over the course of the night. At a certain point, Al disappears after some dancing light. After casting dancing lights, Io sends Callisto after him. Kara sees large tree heads that way. She sees that tree is the only difference when Kara got separated. So yeah, at one point Kara goes to investigate these trees and kind of leaves herself from the party. Tak urges the rest of us to move forward, even though we're starting to get separated. We need to keep going forward. Io obliges and then gets separated himself. At this point, pretty much all of us are separated and all having our own little episodes. Some of us hallucinating, others where Kara's investigating the tree trunks. Al, however, is the only person who doesn't seem to be caught in some kind of illusion as he makes his way to a cottage. During this time, like I said, Kara continues to investigate this tree clearing, and the rest of the party is just stuck at different points of these hallucinations. Prim and Yori at a certain point make their way to investigate this little hovel that seems to have a whole bunch of rats that keep getting bigger and bigger. They're putting up enough of a resistance to not go into a full out brawl, but these rats are starting to get more aggressive. After a certain point, Io is running into more hallucinations of Eris, which he then follows, and then he ends up getting reunited with Gwen and Zara. I just forgot this, but Zara stabbed Gwen in the stomach at one point, and Gwen honestly takes it like a champ. And when that was before they got reunited with Io. Io was about to meet the same fate except with his throat, but Zara could kind of catch herself before that. And the session pretty much ends with them also kind of starting to see these rats crawl up. Is there anything more important that I missed? Kind of went broad strokes at the end there.
Well, first off, good job, Dan. Yeah, anything else we need to add, friends?
I will just say when they were asking about the Dryad, Sarah knew nothing, but
That's true.
I rolled a Arcana check to see that actually her memories or something is blocking her from being able to recall anything.
That's a good one. Yeah, it's big.
Joe's still mad about it.
I'm so mad about it. Very much so. You son of a bitch. Yeah, and then also small thing, but just singular tree is where Kara's going. It's
Okay.
very large
I don't know why I
tree.
had 3, but yeah.
All good.
Singular.
Okay. All right. You guys ready to rock and roll? Any questions? All right. Let's freaking do it. Everybody roll initiative.
You roll initiative.
I will.
Okay, cool.
I rolled
Yay.
super initiative.
I rolled a 15, sir.
22.
I don't care.
19.
I don't care.
Why are you saying that?
12.
I don't know.
I got a 12 too, and I care about everybody else's initiative, all right?
I absolutely
But we
care,
put it in
and I'm
chat.
pretty sure you have the higher decks.
I'm just trying to get you guys to be
Oh,
mad
yeah.
at me so that we can role play correctly.
I see.
I got a
And you act
10.
more rat-like.
I don't
Trick.
care. No, good job.
I'm always
okay.
mad at you.
That's your
I'm
secret.
saying I don't care in a funny way of going, I'm not ready yet.
Okay.
We also put them in the chat. Well, some of us did.
I'm gonna put mine in the chat too.
It's you don't need to. I'm just gonna ask you.
Okay.
Okay.
We put them in every chat, actually.
Can you put them in
Every
every
single
chat?
one.
Yes.
All of the chats.
Don't
Open up
leave
your
them.
AOL Instant Messenger.
All of the
Find your old
bathtub.
screen name.
I'm
Oh.
still in mourning over
Erythorbic
seeing
acid.
all those friends just gone.
Do I
Nice.
do I hit
Yes.
him with I'm too young for that.
AOL Instant Messenger? Probably. It's been like 10 years since
Prim
it
takes
was a
5
thing.
points psychic damage.
Hell yeah.
And
Nice.
also ICQ, please.
Ah,
Oh
Rock
man!
Dude.
Wow. Yeah.
those were the
I
best
gotta go
days.
listen to that sound.
Smarter
That was-
child.
That was truly the Wild West. The ICQ
Jesus
class.
Christ.
God, it really
Truly
was.
the Wild West.
It was.
It was.
I'm lucky to be alive.
It was the Wild West of something, that's for sure.
What a time.
What a time.
Okay, who do we got here?
Literally nobody cared what we did on the internet when we were like 10 and it was new because they didn't know how to use it.
So
I don't know what it
nuts.
was.
So nuts.
Yep.
I mean, not their fault. They didn't know.
I blame them.
Oh, okay.
Mom, Dad, if you're watching, I blame you.
I blame you.
Also blame Evan's parents.
Yep. Evan's parents.
You know what?
My mom has
Specifically
watched,
Evan's parents.
so I don't think she does
Yeah.
it on the regular, but she has watched.
Yeah,
once.
come on, Mom.
Oh,
Hey,
we
Evan's
love
mom,
you,
if
Evan's
you're
mom and
watching
dad,
now.
if you're watching.
He says way worse in the chat.
But if you're not watching,
You're not watching.
If you're not watching, he's super sweet. He talks about you all the time.
sincerely.
Didn't even know he had
That way she misses it. All right, let's stop talking about my mom. Who started that?
In other news, AIM was officially DEAD in 2017.
What?
That was the official time of
Can you
death.
not say that?
Wait, hold on, wait. What? I need it. Oh, okay.
And Zed was also DEAD, but that was last
I
week.
was-
Why
I
are you
was-
spelling
I was-
it?
I was gonna get back into it.
That's what they do on like TikTok because they don't want to like. You're not allowed to say those words.
Right.
So
I
they
thought-
just
Unalived in 2017.
Unalive.
I
Unalive,
imagine
yeah.
the concepts of death
So
will come up.
stupid.
In this economy?
Oh, I forgot about this. I
Uh-oh.
forgot about
And you guys, we
this.
are in a
Legendary
mood.
action.
We're doing
Just showed up.
great.
I'm
Nah,
glad
layer
everybody
actions.
who's watching is seeing this.
Layer
Yeah,
action.
That's the beauty of having ADHD is you forget things that you just finished, and then you're putting them down and going, oh yeah, great,
I love myself a little treat.
beautiful.
40
All right,
pumpkin shake.
Yori, what'd you get?
Hi.
Give me initiative.
12.
12. Gwen,
12.
Alastaire,
15, isn't it?
Is it
Car.
in it?
15, isn't it?
19.
19. Get ready to wipe those smirks off your faces. Io.
22 left.
Okay,
Nice.
Brim.
10.
There you
Beautiful.
go. Neutral it. Neutral
Ten
roll.
in this
Neutral
economy?
In esta
this
economy.
Our monk
Economía.
got a 10.
Who wants to roll for Sarah?
Seis leches.
I'll do it since she's with us.
Yeah.
I rolled a 13 on the dice for her.
Ooh.
I
27.
roll real bad on that initiative.
Yeah, you did.
Okay, we got
Oh,
rats.
I need my character sheet back. Go away. History of aim. Okay.
Interesting.
Oh, I saw in 2024 there's a feat that lets you switch initiatives now, and like
Yeah,
what, awareness or
alert.
something like that. Yeah, alert. That's what it is. Yeah, that's cool.
Don't ask me why. That was just in my brain.
Switch initiatives
With somebody
With-
else.
with somebody else? That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm the
That's
DM
fine.
and I know
Funny
everything.
as that.
Okay, cool.
Because they got rid of you can be surprised now, even with.
Mm,
No, that's
Mhm.
alert. Alert. You
Yeah.
can still be surprised.
yeah.
Yeah. Pathfinder, you just say I want to go under this other person. You just move your initiative down to that.
We don't talk about that game.
Well, you have to have a
fair.
feat in D&D. All right.
They
So
give you
I've
a-
had some DMs that were completely fine with going later in the initiative order, and I've had one DM that told me it would cost me an action to go later in the.
Well, that's
That's just skipping
fair.
your turn. That's just being
Yeah.
like, all right, well, let's give your turn then. Yeah.
Oh, that's just holding your action until later. Like,
Mhm.
That's crazy.
It was DM Matt. DM Matt made me one time hold.
What?
Or he gave me my. He said I could move lower, but I had to use my action.
You're making
we
it.
are live.
I am not making it up.
You're making it up.
I kind of.
we're doing great, guys.
I don't know.
We are.
We're doing great. We're doing amazing.
I cast Fireball into the darkness.
Stop! I'm not ready.
Man, you already got fireball already?
No, yeah.
Fireball
Uh,
and
Neither of my classes get that spell.
You gave
Not
him
with
the
that
gauntlets.
attitude.
We don't know what those gauntlets do yet.
Wait.
I'm excited to find out what they do.
How
Pretty sure.
If you weren't
one of
planning
your
to use them,
classes
Evan,
will
I
do.
will be disappointed.
Oh, I'm definitely. I mean, they're on constantly. I think he tries to eat with them.
That's fair.
I love that image. Oh, everybody
No.
stop and think about Yori trying to eat with the
Yori
comments.
with the giant gauntlets trying to eat a sandwich and all the mustard's like splooshing out all over it.
Gross.
Yori, your dex. Oh no, that's a ridiculous question to ask. Yep. Nope.
It's definitely
It
higher
is-
than the wizard's deck.
Is
I
Yori's
know
dex
my
higher than Gwen's?
PCs. Okay, I think we are ready to rock into pro. Kiki, this one's for you.
I don't like that.
Oh, hold on. Sorry. Everybody relax.
I'm guessing it's the Forgotten Odes playlist.
No. Be surprised. Hold on. Everybody,
Surprised.
stop. Wait, hold on. Wait, no. Hold on. It's gonna be cool. All
All
right, Kiki, this one's for you. There we go. All right.
There it is. The best
Whoa.
playlist. I don't
Hey.
casually listen to this playlist in my car at all.
For those that think I do the same music over and over again, I promise you're wrong. It's just very slight. Here we go. Let's look at the board. So we are starting with Io at the top of the order, which Io, I need to put you in to the board if you're not already.
Mm-hmm. There I am.
Also, this one can run a little bit louder. I think I turned it down, but I think I also didn't. Seem a little loud to you guys? I did not turn it down at all.
Sounds fine to me.
Dropping it a hair.
Just putting in chat that it seemed a little loud to me, but I can deal with it.
How about now?
Exactly the same.
Cool.
One of you,
How about
Max, I hear nothing.
That's a little quieter, yeah.
Yeah,
It's so weird because I actually hear it this time, so it's like
It chooses a
how
random
that works.
person every week.
Yeah,
Pure craziness.
but it sounds cool.
Cool. I forgot to do one thing, but we're gonna do it when it comes up. Okay. So we have Io, Sarah, and Gwen. Oh, I know where Gwen is. Wait, do I know where Gwen is? Sorry, guys, 1 second.
How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh?
Tentacles.
Yeah.
Nice reaction time on that.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's the dad.
It's true.
Do you make a waterbed more bouncy? Fill it with spring water.
Ha.
That's terrible. I love that.
Beautiful.
Amazing. All right.
Okay, cool. So there might be a certain chance that we actually start to take these roots off once you guys kind of get the idea of what's going on. But for now, we want to keep it creepy for the vibe. Let's. So Io, it is your turn. So I will give you the honors in finding out what the heck you're facing. Go ahead and roll me a d20, please.
Okie dokie. No, that's not what I rolled. I'm using the inspiration.
You have no idea what this means. Yeah, I like it. Cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Otherwise it's just gonna languish, so it's getting spent.
Okay.
Okay, that's
Yeah, I get it.
marginally better. That's a 4.
Well, but yeah,
Yeah. Cool.
that could have been the number of things you're facing. So
Yeah.
you know.
That's true too.
Random encounter, but I love that.
Yep.
A 4 is actually the
Yeah, you're not
terrace.
gonna start out the first roll of the night with a 1 or 20, whatever he didn't like. Maybe he didn't like that it was a crit.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
like that. It's good.
I rebuke it.
It's good to know. So you see two things. First thing, not that scary. Well, I mean, is scary, just not. You see a rat about the size of a medium dog. It seems to appear out from the side of the wall. Sorry, I'm trying to keep this mic as directional as possible. Let me know if you guys cannot hear me. But more importantly, from the other side of the dead end wall that you see, you see a familiar face appear from the ether as you see Nalani across from you.
The hell, Nene?
It is your turn as you see the cloak, the hooded cloak comes all the way up, but there is no mistaking the long blonde hair that is billowing underneath.
Okay. You see his eyes kind of like flutter because it's like that's something that I don't think he can fully take he can't take that seriously. In the same way that he was kind of iffy about Eris. But with the large dog-shaped rat. Now, okay, Joe, I'm looking at the screen on my right side, like basically above your head. Is that the side Io, Sarah, and Gwen are on, or are we on the opposite side? A little.
Sorry, what was your question?
Basically, what side is myself, Gwen, and Zara on? side above your head, or the side
As
closest
far
to
as
the
like
logo?
mechanically on the board here, you're on this side.
Yes. Okay.
Also, I don't know where anything is yet. I'm so sorry. Not really sure where my laser pointer is. I've been missing it for a couple days. So if you guys see it, let me know. But yes, so you are right here.
Okay.
Nalani's right here.
All right. He's gonna call out to the figure. You ain't got no right wearing his face, and I think he's going to. He's going to go ahead and cast webs. You're going to see his eyes light up. Eyes on the arm light up, kind of like a milky white color, as he spawns a web right where the Nalani figure is, anchored on the ground there.
Okay. It's gonna cover way more room than what would be on that. So,
Yeah.
So yeah. So do you want if you want to center it on him directly, you might actually have to use that little thingy.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. What's the save?
The save is a Dex save DC 17.
Cool. That is a fail.
Awesome. And then the next thing Isle's going to do is he's going to smack the ground with his palm, as you see a dark blue with glowing blue suction cup tentacle manifested to make a melee spell attack on the quote unquote Nalani.
Cool. Where do you want to put that sucker as you're rolling?
We're gonna make that.
Where do you want to put that sucker?
I love it. Let's go ahead and put it right behind him. So basically, closest to that that flat dead end wall area.
Behind him. Got it.
Yes, behind him.
Okay. Cool.
Basically, where the shadow's casting. All right, and I'm making that melee spell attack now. And that is going to be, I think that's +8 to hit. Does a 23 hit.
23 hits.
Perfect. That is going to be... There we are. Oh, wow. That actually would have been a 24 to hit, but yeah, still, that we already know that hits. D8. There you are. He is going to take 6 points of cold damage, and then the whole grasping effect. Let me look at... Where's the special homebrew version of that? Let me clear that. I did not mean to roll from there.
Roll some stuff while you're looking for that.
No problem. Ah, there we are. Okay, so you magically summon a spectral tentacle that strikes at your foe, siphoning their energy. As a bonus action, you can create a 10-foot long tentacle that lasts for 1 minute. To use this feature, tentacle melee spell attack within 10 feet of it. On the hit, takes 1d8 cold damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet. And its speed is reduced by 10 feet. Yeah. Additionally, the tentacle initiates an energy siphoning grapple, attempting to drain the target's energy. The target must make a strength or dexterity saving throw, their choice, against my spell save DC 17. Or the target is grappled by the tentacle.
Natural 18 on the die.
All right, so yep, definitely is not getting hit by that. So in that case, all right. So in that case, it just takes the 6 points of cold damage.
Cool. Got it.
No energy siphon. And then Io's gonna end his turn by saying, "You ain't got no damn right wearing his face."
Nice.
I'll rip
You
it off.
see a little smirk comes up above the. You do not see his eyes. That is covered over. You see a little smirk from it as he does not need to move to make his shot. But it is not his turn yet. Cool. It is now. Is that right? Hold on. 1, 2. Make sure I get everybody in here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. Okay. It is now the what we're calling the rat brutes, which are the ironically the smaller ones. The first one kind of runs up to you, Io, and goes to bite at your legs. Completely misses. Rolled a nat 1.
Okay.
And from there, we are moving over to this side. Yori, you are in the process of just moving forward to the wall until
Can I ask, because Clinton and I had higher initiative than Yori.
It's not Yori's turn.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, all good. So you are moving. You're moving towards the wall, kind of passing by the rats. Prim was kind of moving with you. The rats are now going on their initiative to go and attack you here. Also, I'm going to move me over a little bit so that I'm a little more in view. There we go. Here we go. The first one definitely misses. The other one rolls a 22, I think.
That'll do it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That is 6 points of piercing damage.
Oh, fuck.
As you turn and see another one that is or two others that are on their hind legs, essentially just looking humanoid sort of figures, but with rat faces. As you can see their backs having these like large pustules. As you're looking down, trying to kind of shake it off, and looking up at these like very like zombified looking larger rats that are there.
Ooh, bitey ones.
Yeah. Beautiful. So that is the end of those guys' turn. It is now Kara's turn. So, Kara, you make your way through the hole in the tree, and you come to this view. So you see there is a table in the center. You don't see any enemies to notice yet. I think the first thing you notice is that on the table there is I believe we call them bloomlings, that is standing on the table but looks to be almost frozen in place. So I think there's like an initial sort of reaction of like kind of like Cockmack ready to sort of strike. As you see, it almost seems like it's not alive. There is a candle that is moving on the table, and then you see stairs that are going down, as well as the two, a barrel and a crate on the other side as well. It is your turn.
I will. Should probably ask true sight. I wouldn't know that. I will cast invisibility on myself
Nice.
and continue to levitating sneak on down, so I don't make any sound walking at all.
You got
I'm
it.
just floating invisible being.
Cool. Yeah, so you look at everything in this room and you say, like, I'm just gonna try to find the base. Like, trying to, what is Kara's intention at this point?
So she still thinks everyone is coming, so she's just scouting right now. So she's trying to locate the hag.
Okay, you got it. Cool. Awesome. So we will say,
So yeah, I mean,
yes.
do you want me to roll a perception check to look for her, for any signs of life, any?
On this level, yeah, go ahead and roll your perception check.
It's not bad. 22. Or traps, yeah.
22 is not bad. Cool. You notice the barrel seems to shake a little bit when you go invisible.
Did it shake like a person shifted on top of it, or like?
Yeah, it seemed like the barrel kind of did this kind of like very similar to like if some like massive hit would be to have, or if there were someone inside that had happened to move.
I will float up to it and kind of try to listen into it
Okay.
as stealthily as possible.
So you move up to it.
As stealthily as possible.
Yeah, roll me a stealth check.
That is a 8 plus 18, 26.
26. Okay. I love this. Cool. Yeah. You come up to the barrel. As you see, it is closed off. I think your initial sort of vibes that you don't see. It's a closed barrel. I said the only way to be able to know if there's anything inside it would be to try to talk to it, let it out, or touch it.
But I was trying to press my ear to it to listen inside. There's no sound at all coming from it.
Okay, so you're pressing your ear to the barrel.
Yeah, I was trying to get as close as float as close as possible and as stealthily as possible. Try to get close to it to try to listen inside.
Okay. Okay. Roll me another stealth check. 'Cause I'm gonna say you have disadvantage on this.
Let's say 17.
But this will be really fun.
18. Holy shit. So 17, 18, 25. Actually, technically, it'd be a straight roll because I have advantage on stealth, but it would still be
cool.
a 25
I love
or
that so
26.
much. Awesome. As you put your ear to the barrel, you hear this. I'll give you a medicine check.
There it is. That's not so great. 15.
Cool. It definitely sounds like there's someone in the barrel. There's some sort of creature that is existing inside this barrel.
How much my movement did it take to get over there?
I'll give you 15.
15. Okay. So I have 25 left. That's how much. Yeah, I have 40 feet fly speed. I'm not going to fuck with it because, like I said, she is scouting right now because she thinks the others are coming. So she's going to, like, carefully watching out for traps, watching out for hags hiding in corners, move towards the stairs.
You got it.
Float. Levitate towards the stairs.
Awesome. So you said you have 25 movement speed left?
Mm-hmm. No. I don't like that.
He's cute.
Mm-mm. No, thank you.
My animal handling isn't high enough for this one.
Just a friend.
He's a little cutie. Where the heck is the freaking cage?
Just wants a hug. You can tell by the spikes on its back.
It looks like it has a baby though, and I really want to help it. But it's probably why you put it there.
Oh, it's just got a little baby.
Because, yeah.
The fight.
And then we get a pet.
We don't have enough of those. We need one
I
more.
was gonna say, because that's what UA needs. Oh no, the baby's in the cage. Damn it, Joe.
Baby's in a little cage. I have a real cage. I don't know where the fuck it... Actually, let's use this because this is really funny.
No.
That works well.
It does it,
Right?
What is that from? It's a bottle?
Yep.
It's from a wine
Bottle.
bottle, yeah.
Mm.
One of those things of, I could do something with this, and it's been sitting on my desk for 3 years.
So satisfying to get to use it.
How far is the baby from me?
The baby. 20 feet from you.
And what exactly am I seeing?
Yeah. As you come to this room, you see there's some more crates, boxes, things like that. And then you also see there's a small cage that is housing a tiny baby owlbear who seems to kind of look in your direction and kind of like opens its big gigantic eyes and just kind of blinks at you. Next to it is a large, extremely large, stuffed owlbear. It is, yeah, we'll say for the very just fully taxidermied owlbear.
There's
So-
a stuffed or taxidermied.
Taxidermied.
Okay.
So the baby can see me even though I'm invisible?
Oh, good point. Yep. No, the baby would not do that.
Okay.
It was just a coincidence.
God damn it, Joe. Bonus action. I'm going to just stay where I am because I'm in range to Blessing of the Guardian that baby if somebody tries to do something mean to it.
Okay. I like it. Beautiful.
And that's it.
Okay. Very cool. All right. We'll pause you there. It is now we go back down to the pustule rats. One of them is going to attack Prim. The other one's going to attack Yori. We'll do Prim first. That is... they have 2 attacks. So first one is a 19 to hit.
Ooh, just hits.
Runic shield.
Never mind.
Cool.
That's just a reroll, yeah.
A reroll on the die.
Yeah. Yep. within
Okay.
60 feet, because your action forced the attacker to re-roll the d20 and use the new roll. So, yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, cool. That is less.
Awesome.
That misses. Nice. Does it last only for one attack?
Just one attack. Yeah. It's
Okay.
just like a reaction thing.
Cool. And misses on its second attack as well. So Prim, you're good. There are now 2 attacks going towards Yori. Wow, that's bad. It is the highest is a 16 to hit.
Neither hit.
Beautiful. All right. Aren't
It
they cool?
tickles. It tickles.
Isn't that cool, guys?
Have to
It
get
is
that weighted
cool.
dice back out.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I bet they do something cool when they hit.
I'm going to take the roots off just so you guys can actually see your characters.
Your call. I think they look great.
Yeah, they are pretty cool. I'm just trying to.
There
Here we go.
I'll put them right here so that they're still aware they exist. Cool. Right. That ends the pustule rat's turn. It is now Sara's turn. Which I need to pull Sara up. Can you roll me a d20 for Sara?
$15.
Beautiful. Okay. So a figure emerges in front of Sara. Where is Sara? Did I put her on the board? Yes, I did. So in front of you as well, Gwen. So I'll switch the camera over to you. Oops, a little too far. This figure is towering over the Eladrin. As you see a creature that looks at first like a mixture of like a almost, I think, like giving you the idea of like a mixture of like between a satyr and a fairy. You see the fairy wings with these long, extended, elongated sort of satyr-like horns, a long sort of spear in hand, and most notably, very green hair. You see Sara. Roll sort of like a saving throw thing for her. Okay. Sara looks at you, Gwen. Not real.
Not real. Not real.
Get that fucking green hair off your head, and just kind of like launches herself at the creature. Is going to make 2 attacks.
Right.
I would say actually before that's going to Hunter's Mark this figure.
Super.
Stupid Nalani.
And then is making 2 attacks with her dagger, and then another one she pulls out that is not magical. She misses with the non-magical one. She hits with the other one. As she stabs into this creature, Gwyn, roll me a perception check. Low DC.
Well, that's good because that's a 12.
Beautiful. 12 will do it. 16. And then
All right.
D6 for Hunter's Mark. Okay. She does 17 damage with one of her attacks as she goes and stabs the knife into this creature, and all of a sudden you hear this sound that is that of something that like seems like it's like the sound of like a pistol going off in this creature's chest as there's a small explosion as she kind of takes it out. You see as the explosion happens, there's this like kind of like green light that seems to almost like kind of crackle around the dagger itself. What did I say? 17 damage?
Yes, you said 17 damage.
Thank you. Okay. Wait, how did we... I skipped a whole bunch. I'm so sorry. It's all right. We can make this work.
Yes, we can.
Actually, no, this makes sense. Except for the enemies, but that's fine. Nope. Okay, cool. All right, and that is the end of Sara's turn. It is now Alastaire's turn. So, Alastaire. The door is opened to you. Do you go in?
Yes, but before I do, as I was walking up, my dad, Faustus, works at the Ludus. He is a master carpenter and mason. I learned everything about building from him. As I'm walking up to this cottage, it has a porch on it, correct? Like an overhang?
Yes.
Or no? Okay.
Yeah.
Do I see any weak points in the structure that might be useful if I were needing to run or cause a distraction or something as I'm walking up?
I will give you advantage on your investigation check.
That's a 29.
Cool. With a 29, I like it. Yeah, cool. You notice that this cottage looks a little dilapidated in terms of most likely she didn't build it. She probably stole it. Or conjured it or something, like conjured it from a stolen sort of thing. It looks extremely old, and especially the beams that are leaning from the overhang going to the porch. So you get the feeling that with a good hard smack of one of those posts, there's a possibility that the entire awning would come down.
So with that in mind and knowing what I'm walking into, and again, this is specifically with if I need to run out of here and I need a distraction behind me, as I'm walking up, I assume Alastaire keeps chalk or ink on him. I want to do a quick little scribble around that spot that I know that if I were to hit it with a spell or something, it might go down. And I want to draw like the triangle that he's always used in terms of like that's his magical kind of diagram. and as he looks at it for a second, he remembers the circle that was over the cave where we found Undulith, and he circles the triangle. Takes a step back, looks at the open door, and walks in.
Okay. I'd like you to roll me a stealth check while you do that.
What if I'm not being stealthy for what I'm drawing?
You can choose to fail.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I think I would even say so much as like at the threshold of the door, he like taps the cane on the ground, kind of preparing himself. For him, this is a potential battle of wits conversation. So I think he's steeling his resolve to go into this.
You got it. Okay. As you walk in, you hear the sounds of a bubbling cauldron. Walking inside, you kind of are trying to I think Alastaire might be steeling himself for what he's going to see. Cages hanging from ceilings, the typical sort of like fairy tale stuff that you think that your friends all locked in a cage in a corner, those types of things. And what you see is a very humble but clean cottage. You see a figure that is bending over the cauldron. Looks like she's kind of like she's working on some sort of concoction. And she does not look up. She doesn't actually even like move her head at all. You just see a hand kind of go up behind her. And just, I'll be with you in 1 minute. Feel free to take a seat. And you see a chair just shoots up from the table.
Do I see as I walk in, and I mean, I'm assuming so the cauldrons or wherever, but kind of like a kitchen area. Does she or does this creature have a teapot?
Yes.
Great. I want to walk over to the teapot. I don't know. I'm going to take a lot of liberties here and fill it with water from somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, and then and look for I think I'm gonna rummage through her kitchen. Like, are there tea leaves or whatnot? And then I want to walk over, put the again, not saying a word to her, put the teapot on the fire, and then sit down in the chair and cross my legs with the cane over my legs.
You got it. So the only small part of this I would have to say is that there's only one fire in the room with the cauldron kind of over it. So in the meantime, you could be kind of like preparing to be able to kind of find one. Go ahead and give me a quick investigation check to find tea leaves.
It's a nat 1.
Cool. You are struggling as you look and see the cabinets are completely empty.
Not prepared for company, I see.
You see the figure kind of turn and look you in the eye. Very different from what you suspect. You see green hair, no warts, no green skin, no marks of anything. I think it strikes Alastaire as odd for a second, and then Alastaire, you kind of, I feel like there's a moment of just kind of enlightenment that washes over you of like, this isn't her real form. I imagine. I'm just actually kind of just speculating for Alastaire, but she turns and goes, on the contrary, I was very excited to meet you. What are you looking for?
I was going to make us some tea.
I was beating you to it. I call it an old sort of witchy thing, but most of what I make is in this cauldron anyway, so.
I feel like I'm on the verge of an epiphany right now. Do you know that feeling?
I do. I have to say, as she pours some of the liquid into like a flagon, and she puts it on the table. You see that she actually kind of like spills some a little bit as her hand kind of shakes. She goes, I have to admit, I'm actually very excited to meet you. I've heard a lot. She grabs another. She kind of like scooches closer to you, and grabs opens the cabinet that you had already opened and grabs another flagon from midair.
Recently spoke to a mutual acquaintance of ours. She didn't have much to say about you, surprisingly.
Well, there are a lot of stories, and most of them hold some truth to them for sure, but enough about me. I am interested to learn about you. He puts it on the table in front of you. Please, sit. I'm sure at least part of you is exhausted.
There's definitely a part of me that's always exhausted. And I'll take the cane and just kind of slide the flagon out of being directly in front of me. My epiphany, I'm realizing now, is why Brucelli was so concerned. We're the same person, just at different points along the timeline.
I wouldn't say that. To be honest with you, I mean, I'm so sorry. I need to ask a very important question, and if you can answer me honestly, it would make things go much smoother. You could choose to not answer, that's fine, but I need to know. Who am I speaking with?
Who would you like to speak to?
As fascinating as you are as a human, Alastaire, I would very much like to speak to the being that is pulling your strings.
No one is pulling my strings, Ix. But if I give you what you want, what do I get? This is how you work, right? Tit for tat.
I promise you an honest conversation.
I'll hold the cane up in front of me, and as the veins of blue that run through it start to glow, I'll stand up, the cane floating in midair, and you see that split-second moment where time stops as a full burst of water comes out of the cane and covers Alastaire. Drops hit him everywhere, and you see his whole body starts to shimmer. His hair turns a silver color, grows a little bit longer, but the whole image of Alastaire is like looking into a pool of water that shifts between the underlith that we saw in the cave and Alastaire. Kind of a dark blue color to all of his features, and underneath his clothes and his skin in his chest, you see the cane go in there, and you hear like a heartbeat that pulses purple and sends like little veins of energy throughout his whole skin. And he sits back down.
You see a look on her face of wonder, elation, true excitement. It's quite an honor.
Alastaire's voice sounds like it's underwater, gurgling. The honor is all yours. Now that honest conversation.
Yes. Moves the glass towards you. Let's chat. We'll pause you there. And we are back to battle. With that, it is now. Well, we'll see in a minute. Gwyn, roll me a d20. Just if you said anything, we can hear you.
10.
10. Beautiful. Gwyn, in this moment, as you are looking at Sara, looking at a figure of what looks to have some sort of extended familial connection to Sara, even though this figure is a little bit changed, grayer skin, green hair, the horns, the wings. You get the feeling, Gwyn, as you said, it's not real. Gwyn, I'd like you to roll me an Arcana check.
That is a 15.
15's high enough as you look at the features of this creature. And two things happen. One, Gwyn, as you look at this creature as it kind of steps back, you can see blood oozing out from the center of its chest, spilling down to its hooves. You're not entirely sure if this creature is not real. So that's the first thing. Second thing is, as you turn, you see a figure appear just to the right of you. And it takes you a good solid second to take it in. There's a moment of feeling like you're looking in a mirror with obvious differences. Brown hair, tanned skin, red dress. Other than that, this Gwyn looks just like you. As this Gwyn looks you up and down, oh my goodness, dear. That dress? I'd like you to give me an intelligence saving throw. Just talking to Gwyn.
23.
Nice. Tell me how you make the save here.
Gwen is just going to look at this version of her and very much mimic the up and down look, and just say, "This is how I know you're not me. I would never wear that color."
You see her look at you, just, oh, I know. Wouldn't suit you. But you do make the save against the spell. Sorry, I was trying to find it. Half as much damage. So I think you there is a moment where like a piece of that kind of like connects as you recognize red dress, red skin would look odd. You take 3 points of psychic damage, which is half. And then the creature is going to take is going to move back 10 feet and is going to go, are we going to play? And that's the end of its turn.
Okey-doke.
Alright. It is now the Hexbloods' turn. You see it take its staff and kind of twirls it around before looking at Sarah in front of them and going, "My lady," and just stabs right in, goes to stab right in her. And Sarah is able to completely dodge out of the way of it as it goes and like kind of like goes between you and Gwyn, or Gwyn and Sarah together. She kind of like is able to kind of move to the side, tap straight, and like kind of like goes to continue to attack. Technically both attacks miss, but I like it thinking of it as one. And that is the end of the Hexblood's turn. It is now someone's turn. Let's see. It's now Yori's turn. Gwyn, you're on deck. Move the camera over.
You know, I used to actually fight rats back in my home, and I've been in a thorn maze before. This one is really, so far not so bad. And he's gonna grapple the rat that's nearest him.
Cool. Yeah, the pustule one. Yeah, so pustule one, the one that was at your feet.
The pustule one.
Cool. The bigger one.
Mm-hmm.
We'll say. Yeah. Contested athletics check. Whoa, baby. What'd you get?
Oops. Wow. 20.
Rolled a nat 20, which I believe will,
Well,
yeah.
Then, yeah, that should probably has more than, yeah.
Yep. As you go to grab it, you actually feel, you like kind of like go to wrap your arm around something that you think is an arm, and then all of a sudden you feel a burst.
Yeah. I'd rather fight giant rats.
That is gross.
Yeah, maybe we should be ranged. All right. Well, I'm already here, and I'll take my second attack. Let's see. For this one, yeah, I'll use my armor to give myself another +3, and then, yeah. Okay. Does a 32 beat theirs?
Yes, absolutely.
Great.
Okay.
Here's a question. For 2-weapon fighting, you have to have attacked with that weapon. You can't just do a bonus action. 2-weapon fighting. When you take an attack action on your turn, an attack with the weapon. I don't think grappling counts as attacking with the gauntlets. So just making sure, to do a bonus action attack on them, yeah.
I'll give it to you. It's an attack action.
Right.
Honestly.
Okay.
So yeah.
Cool. Then I'll just take my bonus action to attack with the gauntlets. Okay. Oh yeah. What's this? Does a 25 hit?
25 definitely hits.
All right.
What was the damage from the first one?
There was no damage first. That was just grappled. They're grappled now.
Oh. You took 2 attack rolls, 2 grapple, and now you're doing a bonus action to attack. Got it.
Right.
We're here. I don't think I'm so sorry. You said, does that beat it? And I assumed that was AC. But you said what? You said 25 on that roll?
25, yeah.
So, ironically, tied, but tie goes to player. So.
Wait.
Yeah.
AC is 25.
Well, not its AC. It rolled a strength save.
Well,
This was for the strength save you said before. You said, I'm going to go do it. Whatever you said, does that beat it? And on the second grapple, and I thought you were attacking. So I thought you were asking about AC. That's why
that grapple was a 32 anyway. So the grapple was a 32. Yeah, and the attack is a 25 to hit. So
25 hits for sure.
Yeah, and then that's just 14 damage, and I think that's all I'm gonna do with that. So yeah, he goes, bursts a pustule. I think he just sort of keeps grabbing and kind of he's holding onto it now. He's, it's not fully like restrained or anything like that. He's grabbing it, however it's, and then I think he just gives it a swift punch to the head. It just goes, bah!
You got it. Cool. I love that. You said 12 points? I stopped typing.
14. Yeah.
Oh, no, I put them in the wrong thing. That's why. Okay, 14.
Just remember, if you don't have the 2 weapon fighting feat, you don't get to add the bonus.
Oh, no, you're right. Yeah. So, so just 14 is 9. It's just 9 damage then.
9 damage. Okay. Okay, cool. I need a Constitution saving throw from you and Prim, I believe. Yep, and Prim as well.
It's in the splash zone?
Where is Prim?
I don't know. Where'd you put me?
I finished Prim. Prim's all done. Well, almost.
Prim, where did you go?
Ah!
There's Prim.
Oh, all right. This place is weird. So yeah. Oh, I got a. Hold on. What did I get? Memories. 16. I got a 16.
16 saves.
Nice.
How does 14 look?
14's bad.
Okay.
So as you, so we'll say stylistically what happens. I'll tell you mechanically what happens is the last hit. I rolled something, and this happened based on what I rolled. Not a reaction; it's just what happens based on what you get on the roll. So that's what happened mechanically. Stylistically, I think you're that first like sort of pustule you popped, you're like trying to kind of get away from it, and it seemed to kind of like seep in as it kind of like rained out over you all as you punched it. You're able to kind of like be under the umbrella, probably using its head as a but Prim, you're just oh god
sorry.
What is
these
this?
are gross.
And it also starts to burn, unfortunately. You take 6 points of acid damage, and you are poisoned.
Oh.
Oh.
And I'm poisoned. I don't like that. Poisoned. There you go.
Anything else on Yori's turn?
No, that's it. Yeah, action, bonus action. I think I'm good.
Cool. All right. I'm just gonna do this for now.
I guess it should have gone without saying. Don't squeeze the big sacks on them. I did,
Ow! Yeah.
He
yeah,
turned.
It burns.
I'm sorry. Shut up.
Fair.
Yeah. I get to tell Joe to shut up once per session.
Yeah, you get one. No, you can tell me how many times you want. Beautiful. That is the end of Yori's turn. Is now Gwyn's turn.
Okay. At the start, looking at the Hexblood in front of Sarah, and then looking at Nilani and my doppelganger, do they also seem to be the same?
You muted out, Jess. Like in the middle of your.
Yeah, what's happening? Can you hear me better?
Yep.
Yeah, now I can.
Okay, that's weird.
Maybe distance. Yeah.
I'm trying to see if the Gwen doppelganger and Nilani doppelganger are the not real in the same way that the Hexblood is. Like, are they under an illusion? Are they creatures that are extended from something else?
Okay. Yeah. Say, give me an Arcana check. I'll say DC 16.
That's going to be an 18.
An 18, cool. With an 18, you do. I think there's a part of you, Gwen, that kind of recognizes the chances of Nilani being here randomly are pretty slim. So I don't think there's anything that really kind of like hints to you that that Nilani is for sure not real, except for maybe the demeanor, like the smile, the not looking up, the attacking, the like wanting to attack Io, like that sort of thing. Like it's just the demeanor that really kind of gives you that illusion kind of effect sort of thing. I don't think you see anything physically. Same thing with your doppelganger. Looks incredibly real, extremely real. But so with an 18, looking at this figure, this is tricky because again, there's nothing but personality and like I sincerely doubt there really is two of me sort ofness that is able to help you distinguish one from the other. But what I will give you is that was quite the miss, which gives you the idea that this figure may have a conscience.
Okay. So I think Gwen is going to look at her doppelganger, and she's going to say, you know, I expected a bit more from mind games in this place. And as she says that, action prestidigitation, I'm going to change the color of the shirt that I'm wearing to a very dark, like almost black, but still very red. That actually does complement her skin tone.
Okay.
And just say, but if you're going to play in the major leagues, you need to step it up a little bit. And that is her action.
All right.
And I guess I'm trying to intimidate, but it's just more of a, if we're playing mind games, okay, let's go.
You got it. Cool. All right. Yeah, so go ahead and roll me an intimidation check.
Okay. And I will say also, as she casts prestidigitation, I'm really trying to pay attention to like how my magic feels in this place and the level of control that I have over it, like my magic itself. Just because I know we're in a different domain, so if there's any fuckery, I want to know about that.
Okay.
That is a 19 for intimidation.
Okay. With a 19, you look at this figure, who very much like Nilani has a very like sort of like similar smile, and seeing you change your appearance to have the darker red. Really? Are you just not gonna fight?
Oh, I am fighting.
Okay. And raises a I have her as a quill, but I think she just raises a hand towards you. Cool. What does happen is the Hexblood, I think went out of the corner of your eye, seems to be as like kind of like quarter turned a little bit to also be facing you as well. You're not entirely sure if that's to attack or what.
And I'm going to take just one step forward, a little bit closer to Io, I guess. kind of ignoring the Hexblood for now.
Okay. Anything else on Gwen's turn?
Nope, I don't really have any bonus actions, so.
Cool. All right. It is now Nalani's turn. Nalani kind of like looks up a little bit just to be able to kind of like see one eye. You see the eye is glowing a very bright green at you, Io, and is going to take 2 shots at you. First one is a 17 to hit.
And
Or excuse me, 18 to hit. Apologies.
okay, you're gonna see his eyes flash, and he's gonna cast shield.
Beautiful. And is going to attack again. Same thing. So that shield kind of blocks over his. And then just kind of like bows his head back down and waits for your move. Very like tauntingly, like come bring it. I'd say Gwen, honestly, with your like your intimidation check of using prestidigitation was only met with like frustration.
That works.
Okay, cool. And that is the end of Nalani's turn. It is now Prim's turn.
It's me. So is that one that's in front of me the one that Iori grappled?
Yes.
Okay.
And you are flanked at the moment.
Cool. I would like to
Rage.
rage. No. Bonus action.
What?
Disengage. Get on the other side of it. We'll say dope monk shit and just kind of flip over it.
Okay. Got it.
To flank it. Haha.
Yeah. How's
Yeah.
that feel?
So now my attack rolls are just normal instead of being at disadvantage. Something like that. Something.
Boss.
I hate to be a stickler. Technically
No.
speaking, you are not flanking it.
That's okay. I guess I'll just do this as disadvantage.
It has to be directly on the other side. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I should have moved
That's
it
fine.
since I had it grappled.
What I want to do, and I don't know if this is like non-lethal or something like that, but like you know how like there's the like pressure point hit where it's like da 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 da, where it's like almost the rapid fire.
Mm-hmm.
I want to try to do something similar just to like knock them unconscious because killing them seems to make them duplicate. If I can.
Yeah, I'm going to say unfortunately no. It's kind of similar to calling your shot in D&D, which is not really a thing.
No, that's
You're just
fine.
trying to do non-lethal damage, right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, as far as I'll put it this way: if you manage to get them to drop to 0, they will knock unconscious. But as far
Yeah,
as
that's fine.
the pustule sort of thing,
No. That's totally
that's
fine.
the,
Yeah.
that's from the hit.
Yeah. 15 on the first. 12 on the second.
15 on the first for you're attacking the pustule rat.
Yeah. The one that Yori's holding.
Pustule rat.
That's
15 hits.
still that. Yeah.
You guys know that hit song? Pustule rat.
Pistol Brat?
Okay. I got confused about the AC from last turn, but it was like, because for a second I was like,
Yeah.
AC is 25. That's insane. But no, that was athletics.
Nope.
check. Okay. Cool.
No, yeah, absolutely not. Not even close.
Is
Good.
the 12 hit or no?
15 hits. The other one was a 12.
Yeah.
The other one misses.
11 damage.
Okay.
I'm just bullying him. I'm just holding him while you hit him in the stomach.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Get
roll
him.
again. I'll do different die. It'll be nice.
Pustule nerd.
It's gonna be nasty.
Yeah.
Okay.
Smack, splash in the face.
Dice don't lie. Constitution saving throw from both y'all.
Ew.
I'm on the other side holding it.
Yeah.
8.
Okay.
9.
Let's go. We're doing great.
All right. Yori, you are poisoned.
I mean, if every time we hit one of these things, we're gonna have to do this. We're gonna
Yeah.
be poisoned at some
yeah,
point.
yeah. I mean, you never know,
Oh.
but that is yes.
What is? Oh, that's not. I have resistance to poison, but that's not. That's the poison attacks. Then it's not. Yeah. Okay.
You would take half damage from this, though.
Right. Yeah.
Cool. So that is 6 points of damage to Prim, 3 to Yori.
Oh no, it's I have advantage on saving throws against being poisoned. Sorry. That's the part of the runes. So I can.
So go ahead and give me another con save.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So that would also count as damage, I think, too.
Yeah. Still, it's only a 13. So yeah.
Okay. So you don't have advantage, or you don't have resistance to poison damage, though.
I have that too. Yep. The hill
Yeah,
rune
that
gives
too.
me.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
3 for Yori, 6 for Prim.
Okay.
Oh, right in the eyes again. God.
You gotta turn your head. It's just yeah.
Oh, it's like
It's not so bad.
it's like somebody rubs mint on my eyes.
I think it's making me sick. I think I'm gonna throw up my sandwich.
As you have this thing in a headlock now, is just embarrassed. Beautiful.
That's it.
Okay.
She wrote.
Awesome. We are back to the top of the order, gang. Io, it is your turn.
Okay, so Io, with his back to Gwen, he's like, Gwen, what the hell are you doing? I'm overhearing you not fighting her? Why not?
Like I said, I am fighting.
All right. You, at least if you gonna wear his face, ain't you gonna at least match his skill with a bow?
Please God, no.
No answer but a smirk.
Fine. You want to make this a fight, we make it a fight. And then he's gonna make... Let's go with this, yeah. He is going to unleash some Eldritch Blast Volleys.
You got it.
First attack is going to be a... Does a 21 hit?
21 hits.
Alrighty. And then I'm just going to go ahead and do all of my beams.
Got it.
I think it's still 2. Yeah, it's still 2. I don't know why I'm thinking I already get 3. And then does a 18 hit?
18 does not.
Okay, so you're going to see him unleash one blast. Where's the D? There it is. Okay, yeah, that's the right one. And that's going to be 9 force damage.
Nice.
And not going to push him or anything. He's just going to kind of let him stay flat. And then you're going to see him command the tentacle to go, not only swipe at him, but swipe at his head and try and go for the hood.
Okay.
Kind of more for flavor if I can't really try and knock the hood off his face, but I'm going to also try to knock the hood off his face if I hit.
Okay.
Show me who you really are. And that is a 25 to hit.
25 hits.
Good.
So as you're rolling damage, you see the hood is stuck to the suction cups and is yanked off his head. And as it's yanked off his head, you see another hood in its place.
Okay. And I think as he's double taking, that's also going to be 10 cold damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got a nice roll there.
Nice.
Let me
Cool.
double check. And this time we are going to try and try that grapple, that energy siphoning grapple again. So
Okay.
strength or dexterity.
Strength
DC.
or dex.
Yeah.
DC
17.
17. Yeah, that makes sense. Beautiful. I think as you go to like rip the, you actually notice like the hood is now wrapped around the tentacle arm, grappling him. But there's it's the exact same hood that is down, giving the idea that this illusion is not perfect. Beautiful. Target is grappled.
All right, and then 1 second here because I want to read out this to make sure we have all of the effects going right for this. And features, traits. Okay. I know you're at the very bottom. Where'd you go? You were right there. Is it here? That's the regular. Go away. This is Dark Vision. I don't know. I can pop it in the chat later.
I'm gonna say make sure you just have that ready. And if we need to simplify the explanation for that, we can.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So that is the end of Io's turn. It is now the rat's turn. So the one that is in front of you, Io, is going to attack. That is a 12 to hit.
Nope.
Cool. And then oh yeah.
There it is.
The one rat is attacking Yori, the other is attacking Prim. That is a 10 to hit for Yori, rolling like poo-poo, and it's less for Prim. These rats suck. Cool. All right. It is now Kara's turn. Oh, sorry, I did it the wrong way. There we go. Kara, what are you doing with this sweet baby owlbear that's in the cage?
Looking around, do I see like any kind of, I don't have magical eyes, like traps or any, I guess let's go with traps, any kind of traps.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
It's a working class 20.
Beautiful. With a 20, you do not see anything. I think, instinctively there's a part of you that kind of looks at the other crates that are over there just to check and see if any of them are moving. You don't see any movement. You do see the little owlbear in the cage is blinking, looking around. And the taxidermied owlbear is just doing nothing. Absolutely still.
Okay. So. I have something, but I don't want to break my invisibility, so you can tell me if this would break my invisibility. I have string. And I just want to kind of tie like string around the banister or something to indicate like this floor is important. We need to come back to this floor once everyone gets here, but I don't want to do anything right now because I don't want to be trapped in this room without the rest of the party, because she's still on, like, in her mind, a scouting mission.
Okay, yeah, I don't think that breaks your. It's just like a use not check sort of thing.
Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna tie some string on the banister. And feel really bad as I keep heading downstairs, leaving this baby owlbear.
Okay.
With promises to come back.
As you tie the string, I'm trying to find stairs and failing. Where's all my stuff, guys?
Where is your stuff? Where's your laser pointer? Look for that while you look at the other thing.
What you guys do with my stuff? I truly can't find my stairs. It's really annoying.
You know, I used to bullseye rats back home. They're not much bigger than 2 meters. That's filler.
Found it!
You know, womp rats in my T16. It's the line. Say
So,
bullseye.
sorry for the emergent break, but it's for simplicity's sake, as I don't want to be twisting around the floor every time. You're coming from that side. You tie a knot on the banister. As soon as you do, as you're crossing the floor to the other side, you immediately see the baby owlbear react to the now invisible string on the banister, and you see it just, whoo, whoo. Doesn't see you, and you die a little inside.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Roll death saves.
Roll emotional death saves. Cool.
I gave myself psychic damage.
Bakar, you continue forward.
Yeah, I do.
Hey Joe, it's amazing you keep track of all this. This is a very cool map in combat.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it.
Okay.
You can say it when we're
Never again did he compliment a map.
Nope. No, this is really cool.
Yeah, but like, yeah. Seriously, a world-class DM. I mean, yeah. This
Did you hear that,
combat-
Mercer?
Yeah, world class.
Oh yeah, I forget Matt watches this every week.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean,
Everybody,
he told me
Matt Mercer
to
watches this.
not make that. I only was telling you guys in
Oh,
confidence.
well, we'll edit it in post.
Wait, Evan, you know we're live, right? You know we've been doing this for like a year. Wait, hold on. Beautiful. So Kara, as you descend the stairs, still invisible, invisibility working great for you right now. You come to another room here where you see a desk, bookcases on either side. You see this floating orb at the back end of this this fully circular room, and you see a figure that is dressed in ceremonial robes that you don't recognize. You see the figure is bending down and looks to be in like a praying position, facing this orb.
I am going to very stealthily, levitating and invisible, make my way around and kind of look over the papers on the desk, glance at the bookshelves to see any indication of like what's going on, who this person is, what's with the orb, what's happening in this room.
Okay. That's some
I don't
funny.
like your face,
So-
Joe.
So, I'll ask you specifically because there's a thing you said that was specific, and then you kind of did a broad. So give me specifically what you want to focus on.
In regard to like a location in the room, or a
We could do a perception check of what's in the room that would be of interest, or we can do an investigation check of the papers on the desk.
Well, let's do an investigation check of the papers on the desk.
I'm very glad you said that.
Oh, I did the recap last week. Let's use that. 15.
15. With a 15, you look at it's a journal that's on the desk. It's open to a page that is not yet fully filled in, as if the person writing in it stopped midway to put the pen down in the center. It says, day 20, I think. No response from the low. Or any of them. I fear I may die here. And my concern in that is not death itself, but I may miss the very thing I wanted to go towards with all my heart. Cassian, if you're reading this, I hope we succeeded. One more time. Let's... Also, I want a stealth check. With advantage because you're invisible.
And I'm floating. I have advantage whenever I'm levitating.
Okay, cool. I like it.
21.
Okay, cool. Yeah, creature doesn't stir at all. You're a freaking ghost, man.
Can I don't know if this will break. We've never actually tested if this breaks invisibility. Would using my gifts break invisibility?
Using 2024 rules here, I would say it's very close to a magic action. What would you like to do?
Touch the papers to get an insight check on the papers.
Oh. You roll. $19 the die. I'll allow it.
That is a natural 20 for a 31.
There we go.
Very cool.
Nice.
As you touch the pages, you see flashes Port City you don't recognize. of ships you don't recognize. Creatures walking the streets. Races you don't recognize. Memory cuts and shoots back out. To sand, as far as the eye can see. And lastly, a halfling man, chained up, face hanging low, whispering, "Why am I here?" That's it.
Those feelings, did they feel real? Like other sensations I've gotten in the real world. Did it feel real, or did it feel wrong, illusory, something?
The nat 20. Kara, I don't know if this is something that's ever really crossed your mind. You're in a space of you're in a different plane of existence. There's a expanse of worlds, lands, ideas of things that you don't know. But with a nat 20, even with a land that you don't recognize, you're pretty sure that was on the material plane. And maybe for the first time, Kara thinks, is there something that lies beyond the sea?
Of the races I don't recognize, are they vaguely humanoid races?
Some look odd, like they're contorted in an expression that seems fixed. Their movements quick. Their stops sudden. That's one race that you can fixate on.
Is this a race I think a changeling could replicate?
No.
Okay. I will... The figure, you said there's a halfling man chained. The guy is not a halfling man. The one who's like prostrate to the ore.
No,
He's
it
not
looks to be human size. Yeah.
Human size.
I'd say like from this position, you really don't, let's say give me a perception check.
17.
I'd say the only thing I'll give you is that it looks like this man's complexion is Caucasian, tan, but Caucasian.
I'm going to move back towards the steps to be at kind of the base of the steps. And am I going to do this? Yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to shift into basically the human that I was periodically in Dare's Wharf, just a white-haired brunette chick, basic bitch. But she's gonna shift into that and drop her invisibility.
Okay.
And just say, I need help. Is anyone here?
As you say
And
that,
make it look like she's walking down the steps.
Okay. As you say that, you see the figure kind of turn back, look at you, with a surprised and excited expression as he starts to shift to turn back, and then all of a sudden the orb that he is facing, something shoots into him as you see this pain look. He turns to face you in this moment, but there is a moment where you see him kind of like fall down to that shriveled sort of space of where he was originally. And then you see something like a wisp start to come out of his back. This shrieking creature push out from his back. And we're going to add him to the initiative.
I was trying to get allies.
You created a new friend.
It was good.
So it's just, I gotta, because this is so fucking cool. The mini has it coming out of its back.
Oh, that is friggin' awesome.
Isn't that cool? So it's a dude kneeling, and then there's another mini, the dude kneeling, and the ghost coming out of his back.
That is sweet.
Very cool.
Cool. As you see it just and starts to kind of maneuver through you. It is like it's pushing past its spirit, still connected to the back of this body as it is moving its way towards you. I didn't say any of those were in action. I think dropping invisibility might be one. Could someone check on that?
Well, dropping invisibility is just dropping concentration, but shifting is an action. It specifically shifting your form as a changeling is an action.
Cool. I'm good. As long as we say there's an action there, I think I'm good. Yeah. So that was an action. Anything else in your turn?
So did this guy just die in front of me?
You're not entirely sure. He's not moving.
So I wanted a bonus action. Healing word. Yeah, let's waste our spell slots on strangers. That'll be smart.
That's what
I
you
like
do.
that.
I love
It's
it.
max healing. That's 7 healing.
Okay. Let's have some fun with this. I think this could work. But obviously I'm not prepared for this. So I'm going to say, Kiki, roll me a d20, please. DC 11.
14.
Okay, cool. You see, as you cast healing on the figure that is on the ground, all of a sudden you see this creature just and gets sucked back into the figure as it goes back to the kneeling man. That's
Look
one
at
way
me.
to
Look at
end.
me.
That's one way to end initiative. Beautiful. Cool. We'll end your turn there. I love it. Okay. That is the end of Kara's turn. It is now Pustule Rats. Because they are effective when they hit. We'll do 2 hits on Prim. Jesus. All right, you guys are done. I assume a 13 doesn't hit. That was the highest. We'll say Prim.
No.
Cool. All right, here comes Yori. Dirty. 21 to hit.
Yep, that'll hit.
You are flanked, but not by these guys. So, yeah, so it's just a 21. Okay. Taking you down, Yori.
You're just charging me up.
Oh, actually, you know what? I'm so sorry. I forgot about pack tactics. My bad. Not a nat 20, though. Oh, the other one was an 11. So 17 to hit on the.
Nope.
Would that have hit? No? Cool. Awesome. Okay. That is 11 points of piercing damage.
Beautiful.
And then, I'm sorry, I forgot. And then 3 half to 1 points of poison damage.
So 12 total. Okay.
That's their turn. Okay, cool. Hey, enemies. Easy enemies. I like it. It is Sarah's turn. Gwen, do you say anything to Sarah?
Yeah, I think Gwen would have said, I don't think it's all illusion.
Okay. So, for clarification, you said to her, it's not real. You nodded your head and said it's not real. And now you're saying, I don't think it's all illusion.
Yes, new information was gathered. Stuff changes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gwen, roll me a... Roll me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Is she attracted to my gender?
Oh, that's a tricky one. Yep. Is she?
Okay, then it's
This
just a
is the
straight
best
roll
way to
then.
find that out.
I have that cool staff or whip, whatever it is.
I kind of feel like the Fae just get an automatic yes, I feel like. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
That's why we gave
Is
it
it-
to Gwen, because it's going to be yes for everyone she meets.
Yeah.
Is it breathing? Yes, I'm attracted to it.
Yes,
Um,
yeah. 2 thumbs up.
Well, it is a natural 19, so that's a 28.
28. Okay, cool. There is a flicker of like, what do you mean?
I
What do you
know.
mean?
I know. This is new information. They're still attacking us. I think
Go ahead.
I think they're Hexbloods.
Okay. I will find some way to honor you, I promise. And you see him. You see her continue to lurch forward, the Hexblood, and rolls a nat 20.
Sora.
Yeah. Full dead. Don't even have to roll. Yeah. You see Sarah just kind of like leap onto this creature's back, pins the fairy wings, grabs the horns, and like wraps around one arm on both sides and just slices the neck. Doesn't allow the explosion to go off roleplay wise. And just holds them down as they sink to the ground. Bonus action. Bonus action, Sarah looks at your doppelganger and goes, permission?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we can
moves Hunter's Mark to the other Gwen. And evil Gwen basically says, well, at least someone's trying to fight me. As you see Sarah goes and launches herself at this figure. And misses. Because I can't roll a die. And that ends Sarah's turn. With that, it will be Alastair next. I think that's where we're going to take our 10-minute break. So, see you guys in 10 minutes. All right. Oh, sorry. Alastaire. As you see this figure looking at you with nothing on her face but true reverence and respect. She promised you an honest conversation. As you look at her, if I may ask, and we'll count this as the first one. Is there a chance we could do this as a question for a question?
Oh, I would love that. Yes.
Well, I guess in honor of that accord, it is your turn first. Or second.
I always look forward to these situations, but it's interesting. How deep does one go on the first question? You seem to steal and take magical energy away from others and use it for your own, possibly even giving it to others. I myself have recently come upon an idea that could possibly do the same thing, but I'm not sure how to recreate it in the world. So my question for you, how is it that you're able to take from others what was rightfully theirs?
There is admittedly some sacrifice to what I do. A moral long leash, we'll call it. Much of it started on happenstance with my sisters. I don't know if it was something innate or perhaps some spell that went awry when we were young children. But I've always been able to harvest that which lives within.
Interesting.
In a world of strict morals and understanding that there are things that are meant to be untouched, does the great Undulith have a boundary?
I expected something much more difficult to answer. Yes, I have a boundary. I have several. Unlike you, the gift of power, the gift of life, as it were, doesn't necessarily belong to everyone, but you take children.
You're cutting out a little bit for some reason.
You take from children, and that is a line that I would never cross. They have no say in what you do. They have no choice. It's unsportsman.
I understand the points. And regrettably, it is not becoming of me to fish at the bottom of the barrel, but when you are requested to pay the tax, sometimes the easiest decision feels like the right one. And
As you...
if it's all the same to you, I can't say they're truly better off without me.
One must wonder from time to time if certain beings aligned, maybe they could do things better than if they were alone. My turn again. Is there a... No, that's silly. Better yet, do you record your life? Do you record your magic? Do you take notes like so many others tend to do?
Did promise honest conversation.
That you did.
I do wonder what Undulith would need of my simple etchings. But they do exist. Now my question. Leaning into the possibility of who is peeking out from the other side of that door. Why this human?
The world has moved on greatly from when I was last there. The mortals, plain, simple. And then this group came along. And this one, he's curious. He asks questions I would have never thought of, never needed. But it's interesting to think that if he can find the right combination of runes, spells, what have you, then my brothers and sisters don't stand a chance when I see them again. They may not even get to lift a finger.
That is high praise for a group of mortals.
I think they've been underestimated for far too long, clearly. No one is paying attention to their comings and goings. One of them regularly talks to someone or something they claim to be a god. But where has that god been? I'm not asking you. Just making a statement. Left unchecked, these mortals will ruin everything.
I couldn't agree more.
Curious, IX. What is it that you want? What is it that will make you tire?
Admittedly, I want what most of these silly mortals want. Respect. Fear, if need be. To get that, one needs to have power. Power over most, even in this realm. That is what I wish.
It was said long ago that those that chase after power seldom find it. You have to work for it. And as you said, you work for someone else. Fishing at the bottom of a barrel.
Maybe I was waiting for the untapped spring.
Perhaps it has arrived. I wonder, could you control it? No.
And why is that?
That's two questions, IX. It's my turn.
Fair.
How long will we play this game? When will you release, my friends?
I truly was just trying to keep them busy. If they don't survive, that is a moral gray area for my harvesting. But I promise, my number one goal was to meet with you. And to be honest, and I mean no disrespect, but I wasn't sure who I was going to be talking to until you oh so slyly saw through my illusion.
Well,
they're free to go at any time. Just say the word.
it will cost me, I assume, to say the word. I've known them for a while now, and I feel quite confident in their abilities, and if they don't make it, the more's the pity. We have a god on our side.
I wonder if that god is willing to fight fair.
Are you?
Perhaps a deal.
A deal? Ah. Now we've come to the reason that you've wanted me here. I tell you what, I have a deal for you as well. It is your turn, so your terms?
It is clear to me that your friends, servants, whatever you want to label them as, are not seeing the big picture. So I imagine that things will come to violence, at least on their part. I am prepared for that. If they win, you get everything I have. All of it. I will float away into the non-existent afterlife of which I am condemned to. But if I win, you consider, instead of the rotting corpse that will lay at my doorstep, to partner with someone who may be a little morally gray, but certainly could handle their tea.
Flask, or the mug, she put it back in front of me. If I put my hands on it, is it warm, hot, boiling, cold?
Warm.
Warm, okay. It's an interesting proposition. So many things to consider. Just consider being your partner.
Undulith, I would consider myself your servant.
Surely. I tell you what, feel the need to mull this over. But as I do, perhaps you'll hear my offer. Maybe we can come to a middle ground. When my friends find their way here, when they kill you, and they will kill you, would you have rather shared your legacy with me and your knowledge before? Or shall I search for it amongst your bones through this dilapidated home that you have made? Think on it while I consider your proposal.
Very well. We'll cut from here. Beautiful. It is Evil Gwen's turn.
Yay.
In frustration, she lashes out at you with magic, saying, "Fight me, you coward." As she does so, she's going to cast a firebolt at you. That is a 15 to hit.
I will shield, so it does not.
Fight me! Fight me! You see the white-haired, perfectly pristine cat with pink eyes, 2 of them, kind of hisses in your direction at her feet.
I think Gwen would just look at her and say, "Why should I?"
Because you'll die here. Are you stupid? Am I dueling a stupid person?
I think Gwen just sort of looks at her like, okay.
Hexblood Fairy is no more. Yori, it is your turn.
I guess you make the Giant's Might says that you grow to large. If you lack the room to become large, your size doesn't change.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where the thorns sort of block. I feel like that's going to block him becoming large, which is fine because you get the other benefits. I'm actually trying to have this. My better scenario is not growing large right now because I get the other like advantage on strength and stuff.
Okay.
But but I don't know if you lack the if you lack the room, do thorns count as lacking the room? Do growing into spikes on the walls or
I would say I'll roll a DC 5. Yeah. You actually can get that big here.
Oh.
Yeah. So the thorns are kind of like they're coming off the walls and like the kind of like roof surrounding over top of it. But assuming Yori gets to Yori size here, it is, difficult swinging, but you're definitely able to get to that size.
Okay.
And that's that's not mechanically an issue.
He'll do that. He's 12 feet, so he's small. He's like on the smallest kind of version of large at that point. But yeah, he'll use Giant's Might then.
Got big Yori.
Yeah. Sorry, just to make some room.
You see him get pushed back.
Every time. That's so cool.
Hey, thank you. There's one more I can do, but not in here. Also, it's kind of uncomfortable. I don't like that.
It looks a little cramped.
Well, yeah, but I can do this.
Okay.
And when he says this, he takes the rat and he attempts to hurl it against the far wall.
Okay. You got it. I like it.
So that's just another athletics, contested athletics.
Like large against medium. I can't remember.
Well,
for
for this,
issues with that?
the roll is the same. The only difference is how far you throw them.
Gotcha.
That's the size difference. So
okay,
it's yeah.
This a dexterity saving throw.
It's contested athletics. It's the same as a grapple. It's just
grapple.
Like, you try to, so you can do either. So or contest. Yeah, it's grapple. Yeah. So you can do. Yeah, I got a 29.
14. Though.
It's close. This is really close.
How do you feel about the 14?
I get a plus 13 to athletics, so if I rolled a 2, that would have been it. Okay. So then the size difference in strength thing means that I can throw them 9 squares away or 45 feet at this point. So yeah, I'm going to attempt to throw it 45 feet. It's less than 45 feet, but into the wall.
Okay. Into this
the
wall?
one we can, the one we can see. Yeah. That one. Yes, that one.
You got it.
I didn't process that you were breaking the fourth. Oh, no, that's not it. But
Beautiful. This is gonna be really fun, though. Yeah, give me. There's really nothing to roll here except for damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll that damage for me.
Okay. 46.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Oh, that's a good roll. 17 plus 5. 21.
21. Beautiful. With a 21 damage, Nalani takes half of that as you throw through an illusory wall that appears on the other side, slamming into the Nalani.
Did that rat just go through that wall?
Yeah, you don't know how much damage you did. You just and just straight through a wall.
That's not what normally happens.
Did you throw him so hard he went through the wall?
I mean, no. I've thrown things through walls, and that's not how that works. But usually, it was supposed to be cool. I was gonna say, oh, I can do this, and I guess I did throw him, but he's all right. One down.
One to go. Looks at the one next to me.
And for the record, Io and Gwen and obviously Sarah see almost out of nowhere this large pustule rat just fly in, knock Nalani in the back, and so it's a half damage.
And the web is still up. So
the web is still up, so it's entering the web. Also, Nalani does not get back up.
Oh, killed Nalani.
What a way to kill Nalani.
What he gets for leaving, okay?
That's
That is
amazing.
That's what you get.
Lila's neck. I'm sorry.
Open the notebook and just write "rip."
What did you say, Clint? I missed what you said.
I said Lyra's next. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Lyra's next.
Lyra's next. Beautiful. That's a. So I think the creature, when it enters the web, has to roll a what? Dexterity saving throw?
Yes, DC 17.
Cool. Yeah, fails. So the creature is prone and restrained, right? Yeah. And this one, for sure, is good in being restrained, especially on the ground. Yeah, that was cool. I love it. Anything else you were?
No.
I'm gonna use my other attack to just hit the one that's I guess the littler one that's next to me.
Yeah, cool. Behind you, yeah.
Yeah.
No, sorry, the one in front of you. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and just go ahead and try to hit it. Let's see here. Yeah, it's this one. 21.
That'll hit.
So 9, and then I'll use the. So 11 bludgeoning damage. Yeah, 11 bludgeoning damage.
This thing is looking hurt.
I think that's it. Yeah. I think really he throws the one through the wall, and then with the one that's kind of by him, I think he just sort of kicks it.
Get a load of this guy.
I feel bad.
He's just kicking.
He did bite me.
You see it just kind of shoots out, but it does that as it is looking for its eye that had popped out. There you go, guys. It's for everybody.
Gotta make the cork noise.
Beautiful. I won't do that. That'll be my nicety to you guys. I won't do that. Beautiful. That ends Yori's turn.
Yes, it does.
Okay. It is now Gwen's turn.
So we just saw some rat fly through the wall and take out Nalani.
Yeah.
Who is not moving on the ground, I'm assuming.
Correct.
Just dead. And the other Hexblood is also dead. So Gwen is going to look at both of them and then back at her double and just say, "It looks like the only ones dying here are them. And as a bonus action, I'm going to take out the scepter and activate it so that it's the whip. And I'm going to look at her and say, this can go two ways. It's for you to decide. And I'm going to use it to hit out at her, but instead of the damage, I'm going to just try to restrain her.
Okay, so you're restraining her with the whip. I like it.
With the whip.
Is that something on the whip, or you're just using
Yeah,
that
no,
for
the
flavor?
thorn grasp. When you hit a creature with the rose whip, so I have to roll to hit. You can choose to have thorny vines wrap around the target. The creature must succeed on a strength saving throw, or be restrained until the start of my next turn.
Okay. Technically, you do damage on top of that, but if you would rather try to do that in a way where you're not doing damage, I'll allow it.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to not do damage.
Okay. I like it.
And I get to use my charisma to hit with this one. So let's see. Ooh, that is a 28, I guess.
28.
If I'm proficient with it.
Yes, you are.
Yeah.
Against Evil Gwyn's acrobatics or athletics?
It's a strength saving throw.
Oh, strength saving throw?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. DC 17.
That's 10.
She is restrained. So Gwen is going to just walk up to her and then just say again, it looks like the only people dying are yours. Are you going to be joining them?
You see as she's wrapped up.
Or you can show us the way out.
The interesting thing about you is that there wasn't anything interesting to copy from you besides this. That's all she says.
I think Gwen is just going to say back, you might want to try telling me something that I don't already know.
Just a girl.
Just a girl.
Just a girl.
Boy.
Okay. And that's my turn?
Okay. Prim, it is your turn.
Yeah. I think seeing the rat go through and getting really annoyed with the pustule that word. Anyways, she's just gonna run through the wall.
Yeah, I like it. I like that a lot.
He could try to hit me. He's been failed so far. So if he wants that op attack, I'll
is interesting, actually. I like this a lot. There is a fun thing with initiative here on this.
Yeah, go for it.
So as you run through the wall, it would definitely take an opportunity attack on you. Both of them would. So first attack from the little guy is a 24 to hit.
Yeah, fuck me, that hits.
Runic shield.
No. God damn it. We'll count that other roll then for that.
Okay.
Okay. So that is 16.
Nope.
Yeah.
There's just a particular rune on like, I think kind of the side shoulder of the armor that, like, with each one of these there's 5 marks on it, and you just see one of the marks just sort of burn up, and there's just a slight change. It's like, it's not that perceptible as far as what's going on, but the, whatever the attack is just shifts a little bit.
Cool. I like it. Nice. The other one rolled a natural 2.
Cool.
So Prim, as you run to the other side, I just don't think there's any way to guard from this. You're running, right?
Yeah, 45 into the wall.
I think you need to give me a dex saving throw.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Does poison give me disadvantage on saving throws?
I think.
No, just attack rolls and ability checks.
Oh, baby.
Ooh, baby.
So we don't get any extra saves from that turn by turn, or is that just it's on until somebody uses whatever?
You're poisoned for 1 minute. Is the
Okay, cool.
17 on the deck save.
17 just saves from Io's web that
Oh,
you
cool.
step right into. So that's really funny. I like that a lot.
That is.
Oh, why? What did I think was there? Sorry, guys. Let me come back.
What place is that?
I fully forgot.
Oh,
That's
the
Aberbar.
void. The void.
Cool. You run right through, dodging through attacks, and almost trip over the body of
Oh, shit.
the rat on the other side. You also see a giant tentacle shooting out of the ground, which I think might be the first time you've actually seen. Gotta be a better way to say this.
Probably so.
This from Io. There we go.
I don't think I know this for Brio though.
No, I don't think. I don't think you
play
do
that?
either. Yeah.
She. Do I have
So
any?
you beat the
movement?
shit out of it.
Yeah. Actually, I think I'll
Get off me.
Get the fuck out. I think running into the webs, she'll bonus action activate the heals to get feather step.
Yeah.
Do I have any more movement left? Because I got 45 to just get around all of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can get right up to the rat that's there.
Perfect.
To the Gwyn that is definitely not Gwyn.
I kind of think she's just gonna slide in and just, oh hey guys, what the fuck? And then because with the visage she can boom her voice up to 600 feet. She's just gonna boom out to and just go, Yori, I found the rest of them.
Oh, you're alive! I thought you got disintegrated like that rat.
Yeah. There's a giant tentacle over here.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay,
That's
there's
from.
probably Io.
It's from me. That's from me. Yeah.
Neither of us hear each other. It was just
Yeah.
only Prim can be heard.
That would be so
When-
funny if I said from there, like, oh, sound doesn't pass through here. Whatever you guys just said doesn't.
After
Yeah.
that, yeah.
Oh my.
But as this happens, Gwen is just going to look at the doppelganger and just go, see? We just keep living.
And I think at this point, because she's still a little confused as to what's going on, she'll dodge, flavor, get into a defense stance.
Okay.
For the
You got
action.
it. I would say there is a rat right in front of you. You wanted to handle that.
Yeah, but the last time she punched a rat and killed it, it multiplied.
This is a different rat. Those are the pustule rats. This is a rat brute.
I thought the big rat was the one that multiplied when I killed
Yes.
it.
No. Yeah. So these rats are. When you were traveling down, those rats were kind of illusory. You have since killed one of these small rats, and they have not multiplied. And if that's not true, I will just tell you straight up as a DM, they're not going to multiply.
Dope.
Because
Then
I
yeah,
don't have that many minis.
It'd be great if they did after this.
Yeah, it would be.
I have disadvantage.
I mean,
so I guess I'll just.
We
punch
are
this
in the
guy
Fae.
Mm-hmm.
out. Yeah, I'll.
But now you said it.
I'll throw some attacks at it then.
Can't do it because it was said out loud. That's right.
Yeah. We'll do 2 attacks. Does a 15 hit?
Yep. Just hits.
Wonderful. So the 19 would also hit then.
Yes.
Are there any? Oh no, I can't get sneak attack off this because I had disadvantage. 18 total between the 2 attacks.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you kill a rat.
Just bicycle kick it into the ground.
Awesome.
Run in. Miss the other attacks. Take a bicycle kick to the face. Or give a bicycle kick to the face.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Good old heel to the eye. Just crush.
Cool. Yori,
Hi.
what is your intention now that you're the only one on this side? What would Yori be doing on Yori's turn?
I think he would try to move toward his friends, but he's not going to dash past. I think he would still probably just try to like.
So you're just trying to make your way over there.
That's gonna be
That's all I need to know. Cool. So there's a moment where you're like, all right, cool. Just like you're like literally just like fighting off these things now that you're big and whatever. You see something else seem to kind of push through the wall for a second, thinking maybe it's like the tentacle or it's your friends coming to go and like help you or something. And that is when you see moving first, claw first, goes and cuts straight down through as an action to this pustule rat in front of it. Is the biggest fucking rat you've ever seen, with a giant metal claw. You see this figure has this very like built up chest. You can actually see like there's human skulls on a necklace around it, as it just slices right through and then just kind of throws it behind it, probably through the wall, I don't know, and just and points the talons right at you.
Yeah, I mean, Yori gives a big old feral, like he's super happy and just takes the gauntlets and just, does that.
Yeah, I love it. Cool. And the real fight begins. Beautiful. That is the end of the round. We're back to the top of the round. Io, you were up.
Nice. So there is just one big old pustule rat that's restrained right in front of me in the webs, right?
Yes. And Gwen.
Evil Gwen. He's gonna look at Gwen and it's like, I think you got that one handled.
They explode and it hurts. Fair warning.
Oh, don't worry. I ain't gonna be hitting that anywhere close to me.
Oh,
and
cool.
As he's saying that, he's looking right at Prim as he's shooting off 2 Eldritch Blasts.
Prim saying, "Oh, cool." It's really funny.
Much. She just like, yeah.
Oh, cool. Must be nice. Okay, go ahead.
That's going to be a 17 to hit and a 26 to hit.
So, weird thing. Let me just do some math here on this, because the character is restrained in the web, which gives you advantage on attacks, but it is also prone, which gives you disadvantage on attacks. Someone help me with my math on that, but that means it's going to be a straight roll, right?
That's correct, yes.
Cool. Got it. All right. Go ahead and give me those numbers again.
It is a 16 to hit. No, 17 to hit on one and a 26 to hit on the other.
I believe both those hit. Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, both those hit.
Perfect. On one of those, that's going to be 10 force damage, and on the other, it is going to be 13 force damage.
Cool. How do you kill this thing?
So again, just as he basically said, don't worry, Prim, I got it. I'm not hitting it anywhere near me. And then you just see like camera has not even left him. It just hits the rat, and then you just see explosions of like rat viscera and pus in the background.
Beautiful.
God.
I'm going to make a call here, and because it is acidic, I think that web goes away.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. It's not book by the book, but I think if you're cool with it, I think it just makes sense, honestly.
I agree with your ruling. I'll fight anybody that doesn't.
Yeah, it's not like the web is basic.
And where do you live, Clinton, just so that everybody can...
37... Wait.
Bet, throw up your dukes. I'll be there in the morning.
I am in Cancun. Beautiful. Yeah. Rat down.
And then last thing he's going to do, he's just going to kind of keep that tentacle positioned right outside that gateway in case anything else comes flying through that door.
Yeah, it's a good spot for it. Yeah, absolutely. Cool. All right. Sweet. All right, it is the little rat's turn. There are still two that are ironically flanking Yori. Yeah, because one's hurt but not dead. So they're going to attack with advantage. That's a 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And then, God, guys, this is silly. And then a 17 to hit.
That misses.
With advantage.
17 with advantage, that misses.
Yeah, great. Thank you. Only hurts a little bit. Cool. So, well, that's full amount of damage for 7 points. Take that.
Nice. 7 points of damage.
Piercing, if it matters. Okay. Cool. I think there's no other rats on this side. So, yeah, we're good. Cool. It is now Kara's turn. And I have no idea how this is going to go. Kara, go ahead.
So the orb that shot him.
Mm-hmm.
Can I roll some? Oh, I'm not good at Arcana, meaning +0. Trying to see what I have in my inventory. And I want to move towards the orb and keep an eye on it. See if, because I don't want to get sucked into whatever bullshit he's sucked in, right?
Right. I'll say because he doesn't have an initiative on this round. I'll say he is now. How much did you heal him for?
7.
Okay, so he's almost full health. As he kind of like clambers to his feet and is starting to kind of like run over in your direction. All right.
Okay.
You an angel? Help me! As you see the figure, I'll say he takes like. He moves about 10 feet towards you.
Okay. So I'm going to gesture for him to move towards the stairs with me then.
Okay.
Going down. And I'm just going to say, I need you to be extra quiet. Do you know what's below us?
Yeah, you don't want to go down there. You don't want to go down there. That's best. Do you have a?
What's
Can
down
you get
there?
out
What's
past the
down there?
wall?
What's down there?
It changes every fucking time I get down there. Sorry, I just swore in front of an angel. I'm so sorry. I don't know what deity you come from, but I will pledge myself eternally to you. I don't. Yeah. Please, just get me out of here. How quiet can I be?
Yes.
Well, my daddy always taught me to not be too loud, so I've learned from a young age.
All right.
Is that a spiritual question? I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Stay close. Stay close. Stay quiet. And stay behind me. It's gonna get a little scary, but I need you to stay quiet. And he's gonna see the shadows kind of pulse around me and wrap around him as I cast invisibility on him.
Okay. Yeah, because I have done some morally gray things in my life. Oh shit! What is happening?
It's okay.
Am I dying? Am I dead again?
No.
Oh.
I'm protecting you. What's your name?
Marcus.
Marcus. The darkness will guide us out, but I need you to be quiet and stay right behind me.
Okay. Hallelujah. Thank you. Darkness of what I will pray to from here on out. for forever. Okay, you want me to shut up? Yep, I'll shut up.
Yep, follow me. So, quick. We're gonna move down the stairs together. Hopefully he's quiet. And ideally we both have advantage on our stealth checks because he's invisible and I have advantage for levitating.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say for that. Yeah. So you're not invisible, but he is now.
He's invisible and I'm levitating.
Got it.
How far off the floor can you get with levitation?
It's a 40 feet fly speed.
That's but how far can you go up? Is levitation, isn't there a limit?
Well,
to
no,
how...
it's just a.
I think
it's
she just
full
means
fly.
hovering.
It's not
Yeah, it's like
levitating.
hovering.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's right. You're using you're levitating in the
It's a
sense of
feather mantle,
narratively
yeah.
describing what you're doing, not just using the
Yeah.
spell levitate.
No. It just gives you the 40-foot fly speed and
Right.
Advantage on stealth checks while flying, allowing you to glide through the air without making a sound.
Awesome.
Cool. Dan.
Mm-hmm.
This might be for you, buddy. I don't know if you got to this point. And apologies if some of you other guys have been with me.
Oh, wait a second.
Is that a freaking carousel?
Oh, wait a second. That looks familiar.
There goes Cursus.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep. Oh, that takes me back.
So I got a 26 on my stealth check.
Cool. I like it. These creatures are in way too much pain to be paying attention to what you're doing. I'll be honest. As you are now looking at this carousel that is slowly spinning, as you see these creatures who are forever encased with this pole that is dug through from top to bottom. The figures that you see are one nightmare, one catoblepus, and then I can't remember what this is called, but it's some sort of ice lion. It's dark, man. It's dark.
Yeah, we're gonna move. We're gonna move quickly through this room.
You got it. Yeah, so you were here, and I'll say if you want to use, so use your action. If you want to use bonus action to move, you certainly could.
Marcus is with me, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he still has his action to move.
Yeah. So he would have his dash action to move.
Yeah, let's
Yep.
do that.
So I'm going to have you go down and say that ends your turn there.
Yeah.
Just trying to make you hate this bitch, guys.
Yeah, but dude, that thing is so cool.
It really is. I love it. Seeing it again.
You know what? I will do this thing. You know what? We'll come back on your turn on this. Actually, what I will say on this, Kara, is that as you get to the bottom, one thing I can tell you for sure is that you do not see steps anymore, but you will see a hatch.
Okay.
And that ends Kara's turn. Now the pustule rat's turn, but there's no mo. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were there. Another Hexblood Eladrin shows up on your guys' side. Actually, sorry, no, I need to roll for that, my bad. Never mind. Nothing shows up. All right, dice. So it is Sara's turn. Sara looks at Gwen, who now has this figure restrained. I'm going to say, Gwen, roll me an insight check with advantage now at this point.
With advantage, you said?
Yes.
Natural 20 for an 18.
Cool. You get a feeling now at this point you have this figure surrounded. You have taken out all of the allies that it has had, and it is still continuing to want to fight. This creature will definitely not help you in getting out of here. So, on Sara's turn, anything you want her to do?
Look to Sara and say, we could knock her out, or we could finish it.
Gwen, I don't think that's real. If there are things that are real and there are things that are not real, and that's not real.
Her appearance is not real. She's real.
Okay.
She's one of the hags.
And you know that for sure.
I know as sure as I can know anything here, which is a terrible answer, and I'm sorry.
Okay, all right. Hold her still. And we'll do non-lethal damage to her. She misses with her first attack with advantage. Can someone come over here and roll these dice for me real quick?
Yeah,
It'll be about half an hour.
Just think about the challenge this would have been if I was rolling better. Okay. Her second attack. Here we go.
Did she miss again?
She rolled a 16, which is one above your armor class.
Yep.
No, but okay. So you cast shield, right?
Yeah, but that only lasts until the start of my next turn, which has already went by. So I'm back to 15 now.
No, I know. Oh no, she's not attacking you. She's attacking evil you.
Oh,
But
yeah.
But you cast shield.
Right.
So she cast shield.
I get you. Understood.
And so now,
I don't
Gwen, you
notice
get the
it.
idea of the like frustration of you not attacking.
I get you. Yeah.
She's restrained, can she? Does that need
Yeah.
somatic?
Yeah, you can still.
Huh.
Yeah,
Check just to make sure.
I think so.
Yeah, I think it only.
You can still cast being restrained.
Mm-hmm.
You just can't move, and
It's not
attacks have
paralyzed.
that, like,
Advantage on
Okay.
you, and you have disadvantage on attacks.
I'll trust the spellcasters on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. So both attacks miss. We'll say the shield was cast in the first one. Just, I'm trying. Gwen, Gwen, not you. Gwen, what?
Yeah. Don't let it get to you. We're fine. We're good.
Can you just knock her head against the wall or something? That's the end of her turn.
I'm gonna look at Prim. Who suddenly appeared.
Yeah, who's right
Yeah.
here? Beautiful. You know it, you love it. It's Alastaire's turn. Are you waiting for her to speak first, or do you think you speak first?
I think, Undula's been around a while. We're going to try a power move. We're not going to speak, but we are going to push the flagon aside again, pull out 2 cups and the bottle of absinthe, which at this point is a deep, dark green. And she pours 2 glasses. However, as the absinthe comes out, as it hits the glass, it just turns to pure water. Fucking Faye. So, your deal. I find it unacceptable on one condition. I don't want 100% of what you have. You come with a leash. Whereas currently I find myself untethered. for the most part. So,
Fuck. Okay.
your knowledge, your abilities, those interest us. Going to get it no matter what. But I can make your death painless. Or perhaps find you a new form where you can wait centuries, a millennia, in hopes that someone will find you. It can get quite lonely. But we can try.
Imagine then, when and if your brethren come, that you will be joining them and therefore not giving me a fair fight.
Say when, I ask.
It seems that I am stuck in a corner.
Another question. Are you
Yes.
afraid yet? Do you have that same fear that you find so delectable among your victims? I can smell it.
I do not fear death. I do wonder what would happen if I did end your vessel.
Well, my vessel does very so much love a good experiment. And I will use Subtle Spell, and I will cast Phantasmal Force.
Okay.
And I am preemptively going to have a watery visage of Alastaire shoot out and through IX to the backside and hold her eyelids up for -5 on her roll. It's an intelligence save of 18 if she doesn't resist it right out.
Okay. You are in her domain, so as you cast this spell, I need an Arcana check, please.
That is a 30.
Jesus. You feel resistance. You feel the tug of a space that is underneath a space, a being, an entity that's trying to keep you from doing what you want to do. As Alastaire is pushed out from you, you immediately see that wall appear in front of her. That blocks as she stands up. As she's about to say, "Not in my house," and tell me how you are able to break through that.
So I think as she stands, she starts seeing these black, shadowy, spectral apparitions of every single child and victim she's had start popping up behind me. Their eyes all glowing with a very purple, bright glow to them. And as that spectral image, that watery image of Alastaire goes through, I think it shrinks down until it finds a gap in the wall she's put up and just kind of withers its way through and comes out on the other side to again grab her forehead and open her eyes up so she sees everything behind her as the crowd at this point that fills a 10-foot square rushes forward at her.
Cool. When you say crowd, are you talking like all the people she's wronged, like that sort of thing, or
all the kids, all
Gotcha.
the people, mainly the kids, but everyone
Gotcha.
that she's taken power from.
Beautiful. Yeah, cool. So there's still a saving throw with this.
Yeah, DC 18 intelligence saving throw.
Okay.
Technically 23.
23 intelligence saving throw?
5.
Yeah, because she's going to get a -5 to her roll. So
Gotcha.
so I can just add it to the DC.
Yes.
Unless some math
Thank
person
you.
tells me that's not the way to do that.
It's essentially how that would work for me.
No.
Where is Yax? She does save. As that happens, though, we see that kind of moment where Alastaire kind of shoots out, and we see the figures kind of, no, not in my house, and is able to kind of like a burst of green energy kind of pushes that concept forward. As you see her, as she pushes that energy, Alastaire gets knocked back slightly. You're not taking any damage. You get knocked back. The table, the chairs, the kitchenette, the cauldron, the floorboards, the ceiling, everything starts to crack and break as the real cottage starts to appear and spread out, as the figure before you starts to get darker, greener, more ugly, more hunched over. The green hair turns to a sickly sort of white draped around their face in this sweaty, disgusting sort of matted look. She points a finger out, and I would say, Alastaire, as you were kind of like knocked back, grasping to a wall that is now all of a sudden much further back than it was before, I'd like you to roll me a very important perception check.
This is a intense situation going on, so I'm gonna add my flash of genius to it. So that's gonna be actually I've already used my reaction, so I apologize. It's a 9.
A 9. Okay. You see her pointing at you. I tried. Now you hold up your end of the deal. as that happens, Kara, you are running down with the with Marcus behind you as this final floor you see them. Varying ages, sizes, races, all grouped in a room that is not any bigger than what you saw. There must be 20 of them in here. Laying against the wall, wringing out wet clothes into a bucket. You see a small portal opened up on the wall next to them. And through it on the other side, you can see just the hint of Gwen's face. She is restraining what looks to be another Gwen. Almost like a movie screen. And as you look at the trapdoor at the bottom, you see the figures of mostly children looking at you, looking down at the trapdoor. And as you look at it, that's when you hear the and you see the metal hinges rattle. And you hear a snap. What do you do?
Did the snap sound like bone, metal, wood? What snap?
Sound like a combination of metal and wood.
I don't know how much I have to do here, like action economy wise.
Or I'd say in this moment we're kind of at it. We're not really worrying about that too much.
She would look to Marcus and drop invisibility and say, okay, yeah, we're going with it. For your rescue, the darkness demands you save these children. Take them to her. And she's going to point towards Gwen. And I'm guessing it's a little distorted. Like, she only recognizes Gwen because she knows her. So
Yeah.
she's just going to keep playing up on this poor guy's condition.
Yeah.
And she's going to say, take them to her. She's the one that burns with fire. She'll be able to save you and the children.
I see. So it's me. I'm gonna be the savior.
You are. That's why I came. You're the chosen one.
Hot damn. Okay. All right. All right. All you weird-looking kids, get over here through the portal. Line up one at a time. No talking. We keep to. Looks at you. We keep to the darkness.
And as soon as he's gathering them up, Kara's going to be slipping through the, trying to, as quietly as possible, slip through the hatch to make it look like she just disappeared and he's been left. He's been given his mission to save these children, taking them to the burning one on the other side of the portal, which is just Gwen.
God, I love this. I think you do hear Carter in your head going, laying it on a little thick there, don't you think? I'll roll one more. Nope. Yep, 5 on the die. It doesn't matter what I'm going to ask you to roll. Yeah, you. All right. What do I do when I get? Okay, Marcus. Wrong god, you idiot. And you see him go through the portal. And with that, we're going to end tonight's session.
Can I just say one thing?
Gosh.
Yeah, please.
Kara would be shifting back into her changeling form as
Beautiful.
she goes through the hatch.
Yeah, you're able to open the door, open the hatch door. You can feel it kind of like tug slightly, but you can feel it's the lock is like weakened through. And as you push through, you find yourself just out on top of the roof of a small cottage. And with that, we're going to end tonight's session. We'll see you guys next week.